Well, if you have such a huge problem with me, just retire and everything will fix itself. Even after a 1-2 at Talladega, there is still tension between Kevin Harvick and myself. Hey everyone, welcome back to the NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode Series. Last time out at Talladega, we were victorious, Kevin Harvick in second, but with us refusing to help him pretty much all race, he still is calling us out for being a bad teammate. This is something we're going to have to continue to monitor, as this could be Kevin Harvick's last season and his shits to give are going to start running out. Looking at the regular season standings here, we took a nice 24-point gap out of Talladega and added our 4th win to the season. And then we got the 6 other guys there on 1 win each, as the cutoff line still remains pretty close. So going into qualifying here at Dover, I was feeling pretty confident. We came second place last time we were here to William Byron, but with a qualifying effort in P25, we're going to have a lot of work to do. Also, 10 races now completed in the season, and Toyota have still yet to have one of their drivers go to victory lane, but one of them will be starting on pole today. Christopher Bell will be on the front row with Joey Logano. Bell had a very tough race last time out at Talladega, finished the last car running in that race in 38th, no stage points, led to him dropping out of that top 16. So he's got some work to do today. Putting himself on pole is definitely going to help. As we look at the stories of the race here, Michael McDowell, he will be starting at the back, giving up his position for new tires. Kevin Harvick failed optical scanning station, and Riley Herbst failed technical inspection, as this is going to now bump us up to P24 on the starting grid. What can we do here at Dover? We're starting right next to the guy that beat us out last time. Green flag is underway for the Worth 400, and already having to feather the throttle because the outside lane, just the cars in general at this track do not get going on restarts, which is kind of annoying. I mean, like, I could pull out a line and do some illegal stuff, but I prefer not to, as we get a huge run off the corner, almost in the wall, but getting past William Byron and Daniel Hemrick with ease there. Now going back to the bottom of the racetrack, the preferred groove at Dover today, as we roll up on the back of Ty Gibbs, getting into the back of them here, and now Chris Buescher is giving us a bit of a push. Christopher Bell leads the first lap in that Ream Toyota, number 20 for Joe Gibbs Racing. And now a lot of traffic ahead here as I hit the back of Austin. So you're getting a huge run. Lots of 3 wide starting off here. And Dover is a bit similar to Texas a couple races ago, where you're going to make up most of your track position on these restarts when it's hectic, as we go 3 wide here. Almost get right reared by Eric Jones as we now to the inside of Austin Dillon. And a little bit of contact up ahead. Chase Elliott just said, see you later, Justin Haley, and he's going to send it to the outside now of Kyle Busch in that number 8 car, who was victorious at Texas a couple races ago. As we roll up to the back of that 8 car, Tyler Reddick has taken the lead of this race early on, so a couple good signs here for Toyota having competitive cars, and it's been those 2 drivers, especially Reddick and Bell, that have shown glimpses of hope. Hamlin has had more consistent finishes, as well as Martin Truex Jr. They're doing pretty good in the regular season championship right now, but in terms of showing winning speed, Reddick and Bell have actually been up there leading laps and winning stages, as Reddick continues to lead here. We have found our little space here in P17 right now, just trying to get into a rhythm here. As many drivers will say, Dover is a rhythm racetrack. They're getting up off the corner to the inside of Allmendinger, but here comes Ty Gibbs in that 54 Monster Energy car, and he gets by us pretty easily, as there's a little train on the outside there moving backwards, and Gibbs is going to get past all of those guys. Cutting forward now a few laps. I wasn't able to get past any of those guys there on that outside lane. Joey Logano took the lead here just before halfway in stage 1, and now it was time to consider making green flag pit stops. There has been no caution right now, but there is a driver currently on pit road out of the race early, and it was Justin Haley in that 51 car. We did see him moving backwards quickly earlier, where Elliott got into him, and those problems for the 51 have not been fixed. He is there smoking on pit road, an engine letting go for that team, as now Ryan Blaney gives us a little shove and moves to the inside here in turn 1 and 2. He gets by us, and we are currently losing the positions that we gained off of the restart. A little bit like Texas a couple races ago, where we had a good car on the short run. I tried the outside line here as well, getting into the wall, so gonna ship now another couple positions. Eric Jones in the 43 and Corey LaJoie in the number 7 get by me, and now back into P22, almost back to where we started. So things are starting to go downhill here. I was thinking at this point, may as well come to pit road. We are past halfway in the stage. If we come down now, we will make it. And so here I go into the pit lane, the first car that is going to come down pit road, making sure I don't speed 35 miles per hour. Very, very slow pit road speed. And Dover is one of those tracks where it's not easy to get down to that low speed going into pit lane, as we're making a little bit of a change here on the air pressures and making the car looser with a wedge adjustment as well. Just hoping right now that we do not have a caution, because Dover is one of those tracks, such high speed and pretty short, to the point where if you pit and the guys around you stay out, you could go 2 laps down pretty quickly. Where we were in the field, it is not going to be a question. We will go 2 laps down. So hoping for no caution that'll trap us behind multiple laps, as we're getting our service on the right sides on this beautiful Dare Iced Coffee machine, and now getting those left sides put on, fixing a little bit of damage as well caused from the early restart, and everything is all good to go. We are now back on racetrack, and as you can see in the bottom left, everyone has hit pit road now, so we are a lap down. Christopher Bell actually remains on racetrack, but he will be coming in this time by, so hopefully with everyone on pit road, nothing stupid is going to happen, and NASCAR Heat 5 won't spawn a caution out of nothing as we go through past a couple cars now on the front straightaway. Will we get any positions back just yet? Yes, here we go. All the way up into P26, now 25, and with us pitting early as well, hopefully that'll get us ahead of the guys that passed us before, and there we go, we get past Eric Jones. So hopefully we can get some positions as well by short pitting, as we now are pretty much close to the end of the stage. We're only going to have 8 laps remaining in stage 1, which is not a lot of time here at Dover. Getting past Corey LaJoie there. We saw before I wasn't able to get past my teammate Cole Custer. Well, there we go. We get by him, and now we're back into the top 20, into position 19, and I skipped forward a couple laps here because we had no one around us. Blaney was actually still ahead of us, but we have found our own little zone here, chilling out, and with the new tires, our car was handling a lot better too with the changes, as we were trying to reel in that number 12, but the caution has come out here late in stage 1 with only 5 laps to go. It is Brad Keselowski having some issues, and unfortunately I did go searching for the replay on this one. I could not find what happened to the 6. So, yeah, I guess a tire just went down and he went to pit road, I'd assume. I can only guess. But a restart is going to be here underway with only 2 laps to go left in stage 1. Joe Logano leads the field down here, already looking for, like, I want to say it was his maybe 6th stage win. He's already got a few, I know that. I have to double check that afterwards. But here we go into the corner here. Pulling up to the back of Blaney. We're going to send him 3 wide, him and Timmy Hill. Blaney's going to pull out of it going into the corner. 3 wide at Dover is something you do not want to be a part of, as we now come up off the corner. A huge run for Corey LaJoie. He's going to look to our inside as we pull to the back of Ross Chastain, and now we are stuck on the outside, which is not ideal. Joe Logano continues to lead here on the last lap of stage 1, so it looks like he will get that 6th stage win of the season. So now we're going to go to the inside, try and get past that 7 car if we can. We got a little bit of a run here as we're going to come up off the corner, but the 7's going to cut down on us and get us loose. We save it, but I don't know why Corey LaJoie didn't go closer to Martin Truex Jr. there. He had so much space, but anyway, Logano wins stage 1, followed by Larson, Suarez, Reddick, Elliott, Bowman, Kyle Busch, Chris Buescher, Austin Cindric, and Ty Gibbs, all the way up into P10, and he started towards the back. We saw him pass us earlier in this race. He looks like he has a pretty fast car, and once again, Larson and Elliott getting stage points, so they're pulling back a little bit of that gap we made at Talladega as we continue to struggle. Everybody losing a position on pit road to Brad Keselowski, who pit under the last yellow. Of course, his tire went down. He's gotten that fixed, and now he leads this race here at the start of stage 2 as we're going to make a 3-wide move straight away into the first corner. Oh, Martin Truex Jr. and Corey LaJoie, see you later. That's a couple positions up to P17. This is going to be our chance to make up as much track position as possible to the inside of Ross Chastain in that number 1 jockey American flag machine. It's going to be an easy pass for us there. Once again, that bottom lane is rolling, and those adjustments are definitely helping us fire off here. A little bit loose, but loose is fast as we are now to the inside of Timmy Hill in that 21 Amptricity machine. And Timmy Hill is having a solid season so far. He did get that win at Las Vegas and was dominant in stage 2 and 3, and he has not been shy this season as well. He's had plenty top 20s and good consistency to show out of that car, so happy for Timmy Hill as he's pulling up to the back of us. We're making a move now to the inside of our teammate Chase Briscoe in the 14 as Kyle Larson has taken the lead of this race. We're going to get by our teammate here up into P14. Trying to get to Bell, but we hit the apron. That's going to kill our exit speed. Here comes the 14 and the 21 to our back bumper, but they're not going to quite get there going into the corner. You can see Bell is running the outside line as well as Austin Cindric. That is not going to help them as Timmy Hill is all over my back bumper, but trying to get to the back of Christopher Bell, who has fallen back since getting the pole of this race. We once again hit the apron, sliding up the track, not going to help us catch this 20 car, but we're going to do our best here. It is just crazy up front there. Joey Logano now on the outside of 3 wide with Daniel Suarez, I can see in the middle of that, as we're going to skip forward once again. Timmy Hill got around us, and yeah, we weren't able to get by anyone else. Joey Logano has reassumed the lead here as we got a bit of damage on our back bumper from earlier on. I believe it was the 21 that got into our back bumper. I don't know how we got damaged from it, but there you go. It just happens, I suppose. As Logano continues to lead, it seems like he's got the dominant car. He won stage 1, and he's looking to sweep the stages here at Dover. So can Joey Logano hold on? There's still plenty of time in this stage, and once again, that conversation of do we come to pit road and short pit once again for that track position. As the smoke up ahead, there are problems, and the caution comes out. Unfortunately, when I went through the replays, I didn't find this incident, because it was in the middle of the race and I would have had to go through the full race replay, and I just kind of forgot this caution happened at the time, guys. So unfortunate for us. Obviously it was just a little tire thing and no one DNF'd from it, but once again, going into pit road, adding a bit more tape, going lower on the wedge and making some more aggressive tire pressure moves. We go up a couple spots on pit road, which is very handy. Chase Elliott loses 10 spots on pit road, so big rip to him, as now we are ready for the green flag once again. It is going to be 10 laps to go in stage 2 as we cross the line, getting a good jump on the 2 car, but unfortunately I run into the back of him. It kills my speed going into turn 1 and 2. Eric Jones on that outside. He is having a nice little run for that 43 team. Of course, that is the car we used to drive a couple seasons ago. Joey Logano has taken the lead and gotten clear from Daniel Suarez and Kyle Larson as we battle to the inside of Christopher Bell. And like I said before, these short runs are where we're going to make up our track position. And since the caution came out and stopped us from falling back, well, we have another chance to move up on cars that are better than us. And here we go. We get past Christopher Bell, pulling up to the back of Willie B in that 24 Raptor machine. He is 1 win on the season. He won the last time here at Dover, so he looks like he has a pretty good top 10 car. We haven't seen him up the front, though, contending for the win like his teammate Kyle Larson, as he goes to the inside of Bowman and clears him. We're going to now look to the inside of Alex Bowman in that 48 car. He was very good at Texas, but unfortunately got trapped a lap down during the pit cycle, so he had his really good car and finish taken away from him. He lost a lot of points to the cut line, brought back a little bit of it during Talladega. He is the first car out right now as we battle to his inside. Christopher Bell pulling up on the back bumper of us. He's going to peek to the inside, 3 wide. We're in the middle. I decide to let off here as Chase Elliott already making some moves after losing a lot of spots on pit road. He's going to get by us on the outside, so a bit of a power move by that 9 car, who is currently 53 races without a win. Bowman, his teammate we were talking about before, he is over 135 now. So 2 guys for Hendrick Motorsports struggling, whilst the other 2 have wins this season. But Elliott has shown a lot more promising speed than Alex Bowman, and Elliott would have won Martinsville if he didn't take the high line and gift us the win. We are now battling here for P13, but that 9 car is just very strong off of that high side, and he's going to get by us. And look at him, he's moving up in the corner, he's moving up a lane. He's got a very well handling car to be doing that, as we are now back in P14 behind Austin Cindric in that 2 car, who's having a solid run. Seems like Austin Cindric is having a good season right now. He didn't get the win that he deserved at Atlanta. Once again, it was myself that stole it. But the 2 car has been running consistently top 15, as the 99 Daniel Suarez has taken the lead of this race. And also I will point out, Daniel Suarez had a great run at Texas as well, so he and Bowman had good runs there. They're having good runs today, as the caution is going to come out and prematurely end this stage. So Daniel Suarez takes the stage win. Joe Logano in second, with Kyle Busch in third. Ty Gibbs moving up to P4 now. Keselowski holds on to P5, with Larson, Reddick, Buescher, Byron, and Bowman rounding out your top 10. Ty Gibbs, wow, very impressive performance from the rookie, as the caution has come out for James Knight, which sadly it ended his race. I didn't even find a replay for that one either, so not doing too good on finding replays for today's race, but I will say it was probably an engine failure as we go back to green flag racing at Dover in stage 3 now. We've got 31 laps remaining at this race, so it will go by pretty quickly. The laps here are about 30 seconds, so yeah, not so long left in this one, as we are to the inside of Chase Elliott. We're going to get by that number 9 machine. Going into the corner, Cindric sends Elliott up the track a little bit there. You might have seen it in the mirror. And Daniel Suarez, what are you doing on that outside lane, buddy? He's going to lose the lead. And Kyle Busch on that inside lane, he's going to take the lead now of this race. And Kyle Busch did win that race at Texas, so we're seeing a little correlation here. Kyle Busch, Daniel Suarez, Joe Logano, all guys that were up the front at Texas showing up again. Logano now battling back to the inside of Busch, and he's going to get clear for the lead. So, yeah, you can see this is a bit like Martinsville. You run that high side, you are going to be in trouble, as we are currently in a Hendrick Motorsports sandwich. We've got Elliott behind us, Byron ahead of us, Larson's there, Alex Bowman, and now Austin Cindric has given us a little bump in the booty, actually. Did not consent him to do that, and unfortunately I got put 3 wide. Once again, I'm going to back out of that. Do not want to be a part of the 3 wide situations here at Dover, especially in the middle. That is a no-go for me, thank you. So with a fuel run lasting 16 laps at Dover, but tires become an issue at around 11 to 12, you can stretch it out in this final stage because it's 31 laps. You can stretch it out into a 1-stopper, but you run the risk of losing lots of time with bad tire wear, and also you're not really confirmed to make it to the end. It's pretty difficult with the tire wear at this track if your tires will last such a long way. So I was considering a 1-stop if I could maybe pull some strategy and pick up a 5th win of the season, but I'm going to skip forward pretty shortly now, and you'll see it is just not kind of the ideal way. We're gonna now cross the line here to 20 laps to go in this race. Joe Logano continues to lead this one. We are back now in position number 17, so we did lose a few positions since you last saw me. I have damage on my front and back as well. Not ideal, unfortunately, but Here we go. We're going to go into pit road here with 20 laps to go in this race. Do not want to be staying out too much longer. I was just struggling so much at this point. I did want to come a few laps before that, but I was like, man, I can't go that early, unfortunately. So here we go. You'll see at the top here, estimated fuel off the pit is 16 laps. There's 20 laps remaining. So we are going to have to pit again. But I did assume, since we have had a couple cautions in this race so far, one in each stage, I'd assume that we would have a caution at some point. So we're going to try and make some positions up here by short pitting, and maybe a caution will come out at a good time and give us some track position. That is the idea in my head, at least, getting some 4 tires and some Sunoco Racing fuel in this car. Feeling kind of confident that this is going to work out for us. It has so far in stage 1, so we're going to try and get a replica of that. And you see, it's pretty quiet to my outside. Yeah, a lot of drivers are coming to pit road. So once I started the cycle off, everyone else was like, oh shit, we got to get in as soon as possible, because once you get that advantage, you're going to make up so much time in the rest of the field. Everyone else is like, all right, it's time to go. So no one is staying out to the point where they'll be able to make it on fuel. So as I mentioned before, tires are a lot more important than the actual fuel in this race. They just wear out so much. You lose so much time, so much grip. It is a nightmare to handle. So now with everyone on pit road, everyone else on the racetrack is on pit road. We are hopefully going to be able to leapfrog a bunch of these guys here on this outlap pretty much. And yeah, feeling like we might get some positions here. We are going to go by quite a few cars now on the front straightaway. Where is this going to put us is the question. I'm hoping at least top 15, and well, already in P18 here, as you can see, now 16, 15, past Keselowski, who was in the top 10. So P14 right now. We still have a few more drivers on pit road. We should be able to come out in the top 10, I think, right now. So very, very happy with this strategy call from myself and my crew chief. And you see we're still like a whole straightaway behind Kyle Busch in the 8 car leading this race, and now going to get by Christopher Bell in the 20. So we don't get top 10, but we get P12. So very huge net gain for us, up 5 positions. It's kind of nice going through these long green flag runs, having these green flag pit stops, playing these strategies, seeing where you come out. And you can see there is a gap ahead of us, but there's also a gap behind us. And the car ahead of us is actually Aric Almirola. He is a lap down, having a terrible day in that number 16 car for Kaulig. And the caution is going to come out. So, yeah, what are we going to do here? If we stay out, we should be able to make it, but our tires on the right side are murdered. So this is what brought the caution out as I was deliberating what we do on pit road. Is Kevin Harvick, our teammate, who had some issues, and I was like, okay, let's go 2 right side tires, because look at the percentage on those. Everyone else came for just fuel only. I was baffled by this decision by the rest of the field, so I thought I had a very good chance here to move up a lot of positions and maybe even into the top 10 on this restart, but we fall all the way back to 21st on the grid, and we do not have a lot of time. Only 7 laps to go in this one as Kyle Busch leads the field down. Now we're going to look 3 wide to the inside of McDowell and Chastain. McDowell's going to pull out of that one, as we are now going to get by him with ease. McDowell finished 3rd last race. He had a very good run. Now, as you can see, the tires aren't doing us any good here. Chase Briscoe is going to get to my inside, and that's going to screw everything up for me, unfortunately. So teammate is racing us hard, but I can only respect that there as we get a little bit on that right rear. There's Daniel Suarez has taken the lead of this race. So could we have another new winner this season? Only 7 different winners in the first 10 races. I guess that's still quite a few. We haven't had any 2-time winners. We only got myself on 4 wins, and then we got a few guys on 1 each. But Daniel Suarez has shown speed this race. He did win stage 2, so he is now out in front, looking like he might get this one here as he's going through turn 3 and 4. Chase Elliott has taken the lead now. So Elliott We spoke about that 53 race winless streak. He comes to the line to take only 4 laps remaining in this one. Can Elliott break that winless streak? We know he has a fast car. He was up there challenging before, but his pit crew sent him backwards, and now he has retaken those top 5 positions, and now the lead of this race. It looks like maybe this could be the time for Elliott now. 3 laps to go for him at the line. We are struggling here in P19. Our race is all but over. We are going to probably fall out of the top 20, I think, at this rate, as Chase Briscoe giving us a little help down the straightaway. We hit the apron there, a little bit loose. Yeah, it is just not going good for us. Even though we took 2 right side tires, our left front was pretty worn still, and it just destroyed the balance of this race car. It was handling terribly, as we got a problem here. Harrison Burton blows a right front. He's in the wall, and the caution is gonna be out with only 2.5 laps to go. Boy, oh boy, we're gonna have an overtime restart here at Dover. Chase Elliott was the leader, so can he hold on in NASCAR overtime? We're going to get another chance to make up positions on a restart. Green flag back in the air. Chase Elliott versus Joey Logano. It looks like Elliott gets the jump there, as we are going to get a good run on Ross Chastain and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., but not good enough to get to the inside in turn 1 and 2. Elliott is going to get clear of Joey Logano. Daniel Suarez now battling side by side for second place. Keselowski is going to make a move to the inside of us, and I was like, you know what, it's go time. We're going to fight hard for this one, but unfortunately Keselowski runs a little bit higher, and I door him, and I sent myself up the track. White flag now in the air for Chase Elliott in that number 9 car. He went winless last season. He's had a chance already at Martinsville, and once again he's trying to throw it away. He's on the outside lane, but so is Daniel Suarez in P2. Harvick gives us a push coming out of the corner, almost sends me in the wall. I'm going to run him down the racetrack here. I thought about dooring him, but I decided not to. As up front, Suarez with a run up off the corner to the inside of Elliott. Not going to get there. Chase Elliott breaks his winless streak here at Dover. He wins the Worth 400 as we finish just outside the top 20, courtesy of our so-called teammate we keep beefing with, Kevin Harvick. As we now look at the Dover race results, Elliott with the race win, followed by Suarez, Logano, Ty Gibbs. Nice top 5 for him. Bowman, Byron, Busch, Reddick, Larson, and Buescher in the top 10. As the regular season standings has once again had a change, Elliott has leapfrogged us with the stage points he has gained today. And of course, with me having a lackluster performance, we finish in P21, leading us to drop to second here. 3 DNS of today's race. We saw Burton's crash, and then Knight and Haley with engine issues, as we are now going to take a look at that playoff grid updated freshly from Dover. Chase Elliott moves up into P2 after his win at Dover, ahead now of Kyle Larson. He still has a few wins to get if he wants to catch up to myself, as we see Austin Cindric fall out of 16th place, James Knight dropping out of the top 16 as well. Bowman and Suarez now taking those positions. And once again, I'll mention, with a Chase Elliott win, that means Toyota are still winless so far in this season after 11 races completed. That is going to do it for today's episode. I want to thank you guys all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to let me know you are enjoying this series, as we will see you in the next race for the Digital Ally 400 at Kansas Speedway.